Alright, back with another video. I know probably like 2 or 3 videos ago, I was telling about, I guess I was talking about how many people I done seen, I guess, quit truck driving in my last 10 years. I believe, if not, I was probably talking about it with my wife. But anyway, I was talking to my brother like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and he was telling me that a certain truck driver quit his job, whatever, and now he's, I guess, went to another job. I don't know. But he was telling me, I was telling him, my wife got a CDL and blase, but I know I had got to the point where I was all like, I guess when my kids get older or grown, whatever, after I was telling him that I was trying to go back I was trying to go local, and I'll go back on the road with my wife because it'll be different. It won't be just me out here by myself. And he was, saying that, man, you sure you want to deal with that maintenance and breakdowns and all this other stuff? I'm like, yeah, that ain't really gonna be too much of a problem. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really tripping about it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to go do it with me and my wife, like, you know what I'm saying? And he was saying, yeah, because I was saying that because the other truck driver was saying that he was independent. I don't know if he was or wasn't. I believe he wasn't. I don't understand why people gotta maintain an image or why they gotta, you know what I'm saying? My brother really ain't nobody to lie to. He really don't care, you know what I'm saying? He just gonna, his dad is a truck driver, or was a truck driver. He the reason why I got into tanker. He was telling me to go do tanker way when I first started, when I was at Schneider. But anyway, there's something about black truck drivers, about us wanting to maintain an image and all this other stuff. And we try to blame truck driving for our failures. Yeah, the market's messed up. Yeah, the foreign drivers driving down the rates, or supposedly all this other stuff that we try to blame XYZ on. But when we quit truck driving and we go and we just, I guess, lie for no reason and give people that never drove a truck the wrong idea, that never drove a truck. Yeah, because I would give my complaints and I would get a reel. I would tell them my situation, like I make a lot of money to be a truck driver, but I don't have no money because I have a lot of at-home expenses. So when a person that's doing terrible, like example, a person working at McDonald's, I tell them all this stuff, and I tell them to go get their CDL, and you know what I'm saying, and they, yeah, y'all finna go get my CDL, and then 3 months later I seen them again, and I'm like, man, what? Did you ever get your CDL? They like, nah, man, I ain't gonna get my CDL, man. I heard that truck driving is XYZ, so I'm just gonna stay at McDonald's. I'm like, okay, yeah, all this stuff might be true in some type of way, but you still working at McDonald's. While the situation might be different for you if you get your CDL. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go based off what this person is saying. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people try to make things or amplify things worse than what it actually is for no reason. Because they think just you getting into the truck driving game is gonna make rates change ever so slightly. People gonna still try to become truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna get the right kind of mentor to make them want to be truck drivers. So, but yeah, people quitting truck driving, and even people still in truck driving, trying to make truck driving seem like it's just the worst thing possible, and they not seeing all the things that they did while they was truck driving. They didn't see that they got a house with truck driving. They didn't see they got clothes and shoes and built a family with truck driving. You know what I'm saying? And then the person supposedly said that they owned the truck, but information that I know, if I got a truck, I'm going to sell my truck myself. I'm not going to have somebody sell my truck for me. So, people just be lying for no reason to maintain an image. They don't want to they don't want to get on Instagram and show that they got a new job. Like, man, what happened to your other job? So it's like, you know, when you're a kid, you be like, man, you be wishing that you were popular or everybody liked you or something like that. And then when you get older, you see that it's too much pressure being liked, because now you gotta try to maintain the image, because you embarrassed about your failings. It's all right to fail, you know what I'm saying? You fail, as long as you get back up and get better after you fail. So yeah, and it don't just go just to maintaining the image and all this other stuff. It goes to other truck drivers. Cause I was just watching a video. I literally just got done watching a video, and people still doing this cash truck drivers versus lease truck drivers, and finance truck drivers. So I guess maybe we can make a word for truck drivers that finance, you know. But people will give the wrong information for some reason. Like if I'm financing a truck and my operation cost is so high that I can't take off none, and I tell you that, you know what I'm saying, but I don't tell you all my business. I just give you a certain amount of information, and you run with it, and because every time, all right, like somebody told me, if I tell you a story, then you tell a story to this person, then you tell a story to this person, and then that story get back to me, that story gonna be a completely different story. So that's basically what's going on with all this social media stuff. Everybody not giving all the information. It's hard to try to make a 7-minute video and give all the information that's needed, because I don't tell all my information on here. I might change up a certain word. I might change up a certain thing, because, you know, it's all about entertainment and content creation, but people just be spreading lies for no reason. And then another thing that recently happened is a person that never truck drive a day in their life, and they hear about, oh man, yeah, my so and so is a truck driver, and yeah, you shouldn't do it, or XYZ. That's another thing that ticks me off, you know what I'm saying? But I like using myself as an example, because like a lot of people that know me knew me from when I was walking everywhere and having to walk to work, and XYZ probably only had one pair of shoes all school year, until now I got like a closet full of everything that I want. I might not have no money, but I have nice stuff. I have a house, I have a car, I have the wife that I want, I have multiple kids. I just don't have the extra money because of my own decisions or things I had to do in a tough time that put me in the space that I'm in right now. But I made everything that I made off truck driving, and a little bit off the plants, but mostly I made everything off truck driving. So, you know, I'm not saying that I'm the spokesperson for truck drivers, but if I've been knowing you my whole life and I see you do something, yeah, our lives are different, but I see you go from zero to wherever you at, and I haven't made it to that same point, and we've been knowing each other this amount of time, I'm gonna come ask you, like, man, what I need to do to hit this same point, or even get part of what you got, because, you know what I'm saying, you can't talk to a person that don't have anything. That's not an example. That's another thing my uncle told me, like, man, you can't listen to a person that don't have what you're trying to obtain, I guess. He didn't say that exactly, but that's what's the gist of what he was saying. Like, how you gonna listen to somebody that don't even have, it's gonna be a wreck right here if you don't slow down. But I did 10 minutes, and y'all done dropped off like 7 minutes ago, but I don't know if I gave a lot of game or right information, or just been talking in circles, but it don't matter. If you made it this far, which I doubt you have, please consider like, comment, subscribing. My hand itching, so I'm gonna, like my mother-in-law said, put it in your pocket. So that's another one. She had told me to put it in your pocket, so I'm gonna do that. And it's been working lately, so I don't know. I think I got some money coming. We're gonna see. I know if my wife watching this video, man, we got some money coming. Because Man, my hand itching. I'm putting it in my pocket. All right. Peace.